Ella, I need to tell you something.
Okay, what is it?
I think I am been tired today.
You think you are been tired?
Yes. Is that wrong?
Sam, that is very wrong.
Wait, what? How?
You just mixed 3 different forms of the verb be into one sentence.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so today we are going to fix that?
Today we are absolutely going to fix that. And if you are watching this right now, maybe you have made the same mistake. That is completely okay. By the end of this conversation, you will know exactly when to use be, been, and being.
And you will never sound like me 5 minutes ago.
Exactly. Let's go.
All right, Ella. Start simple. What is be?
Okay. Be is the base form of the verb, the most basic form.
Like the original?
Yes. Think of it like the root of a tree. Everything comes from it.
Okay, give me an example.
Sure. I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a doctor. Simple.
She needs to be more careful.
She needs to be more careful. Got it. So we use be after words like want to and need to?
Perfect. Yes. We use be after modal verbs and expressions like that. I want to be. You need to be. It's important to be.
Oh, so it always comes after another verb?
Most of the time, yes. Be is the base form. It comes after modal verbs like can, will, should, must.
Okay, give me more examples.
You should be careful.
You should be careful.
She will be here soon.
She will be here soon.
He can be very funny sometimes.
Like me.
Sometimes.
Wow, okay, rude but fair.
Now, here is a moment for everyone watching. Repeat after me. I want to be better at English.
Say it out loud. Don't be shy.
I want to be better at English. Say it.
Good. See, you just used be correctly.
Now, let's talk about being.
Okay, being. I feel like this one confuses a lot of people.
It does, but it is actually very logical once you understand it.
Hit me.
Being is the ing form of be. We use it when something is happening right now or continuously.
Okay, like I am being?
Exactly. You are being very silly right now, Sam.
Me? Silly?
Just an example.
Sure it was.
Being is used in the present continuous, but with be, not with action verbs. So we say, I am being careful, meaning right now, in this moment, I am choosing to be careful.
Oh, so it is about the current moment?
Yes! Here is a good real-life example. Imagine you are at a job interview. The interviewer says, "Why are you being so quiet?"
Oh no, that would be stressful.
Very. But you would answer, "I'm sorry. I am just being a little nervous."
Wait, can you say I am being nervous?
Great question. Actually, usually no. Nervous describes a feeling, not a behavior. So we say, I am nervous. But we can say, I am being careful, or I am being polite, because those are behaviors we choose.
Oh, so being is for things we do on purpose?
Mostly, yes. Very good, Sam.
I'm being smart today.
See? You just used it correctly.
Wait, did I?
You did.
I'm being amazing.
Okay, let's not go too far.
Too late.
Okay, time for a quick check. Everyone watching, can you fill in the blank? She is blank really kind today. Is it be, been, or being?
Think about it.
The answer is being. She is being really kind today.
because it is happening right now. It is her behavior in this moment.
Nice. Okay, Ella. Now tell me about Ben, because that is the one I always mess up.
I noticed.
Don't remind me.
Okay. Been is the past participle of be. We use it with have or has in the present perfect tense.
Present perfect. Right. That is the one with have and has.
Exactly. So the structure is have, has, plus been.
Give me an example.
I have been to Paris.
I have been to Paris. Meaning I went there before?
Yes, it means you went there at some point in the past, and it is still connected to now. You have that experience.
Oh, so it is about past experience?
Past experience, yes. Or something that started in the past and is still true now.
Okay, more examples, please.
She has been sick for 3 days.
So she got sick 3 days ago? And she is still sick now?
Perfect! Exactly right.
Okay. He has been a teacher for 10 years.
Yes, he started 10 years ago, and he is still a teacher now. Great example, Sam.
Thank you. I've been studying hard.
Oh, did you hear that, everyone? Sam just used been correctly in a real sentence.
I have been studying hard.
Beautiful.
I'm kind of a genius.
Don't push it.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. Be is the base form. Being is the ing form for things happening now. And been is the past participle used with have or has for past experiences.
That is a perfect summary.
I feel good.
You should.
Now, can you give me a situation where all three appear?
Oh, I love this challenge. Okay, imagine a person applying for a job. The interviewer asks, have you ever been in a leadership position?
Have you ever been? There's Ben.
Yes. And the person answers, I want to be a leader. I think it is important to be confident.
Want to be. Important to be. That's be.
And then the interviewer says, you seem to be doing well. You are being very professional today.
Being professional. There's being.
All three in one little situation.
That is so cool. I love when it all connects.
That is the goal. Real English. Connected, natural, in context.
Hey everyone watching, here is a question for you. Comment below. Have you ever been confused by be, been, and being? Write your answer.
Yes. Tell us in the comments. We actually read them.
We do, and we love seeing your progress.
Now, let's practice some more real situations. Imagine you are traveling.
Ooh, I love travel examples.
You arrive at the airport. You have been waiting for 2 hours. You are being patient, but you really want to be on that plane.
Okay, let's break that down.
You have been waiting for 2 hours. Been, past up to now.
You are being patient. Being. Your behavior right now.
You want to be on that plane? Be, base form after want to.
3 forms, 1 little airport story.
Exactly. Now, repeat after me, everyone. I have been waiting.
Say it.
I have been waiting.
I am being patient.
Say it out loud.
I want to be there soon.
Perfect. Those are 3 sentences you can actually use in real life.
Okay, Ella, I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
When I first started learning English, I used to say things like, I have be tired.
No.
Yes, I said I have be tired.
Sam, that hurt me physically.
I know, but nobody told me. I just thought have plus be was correct.
This is such a common mistake, and it is okay. But let's fix it right now for everyone watching. Listen, after have or has, you never use be. You use been.
Never have be. Always have been.
I have been tired, not I have be tired.
She has been sick, not she has be sick.
Say it with us. I have been. Add your own ending.
I have been happy today.
I have been learning English for 1 year.
I have been working hard.
Beautiful. See how natural that sounds?
Now, let's talk about another common mistake.
Go for it.
People sometimes say, I am been working, like I did at the beginning.
Oh, yes, that is a very common error.
What is wrong with it exactly?
Okay, I am been working mixes two different structures. Am is the present tense. Been is the past participle. They don't go together like that.
So, what should it be?
Two options. If you are talking about right now, I am being. Careful. But you can't really say, I am being working. That doesn't work.
Okay.
If you want to talk about an action continuing from the past, you say, I have been working.
I have been working all day.
Perfect. That's the present perfect continuous. Have been plus a verb with ing.
Have been working. Have been studying. Have been waiting.
Exactly. Have been plus verb ing. That structure describes something that started in the past and is still continuing.
So, I have been learning English for 6 months. Means I started 6 months ago, and I am still learning now?
100% correct.
I love it when grammar makes sense.
It always makes sense once you see the pattern.
Okay, everyone, time for a little game. I'm going to say a sentence, and you decide if it is correct or not. Ready?
Let's do it.
Sentence 1. She has been very kind to me.
Correct.
Yes, has been. Present perfect. Past experience connected to now. Good.
Sentence 2.
He is being very rude right now.
Also correct.
Yes, is being. Present continuous with be. His behavior in this moment.
Okay, give us a wrong one.
I want to been a singer.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Very wrong. I want to been a singer? No. After want to, we use the base form. I want to be a singer.
I want to be a singer. Simple.
If you got all three right, give yourself a pat on the back.
Seriously, you're doing great.
Ella, let's do a restaurant scene.
Oh, I love this. Okay, you walk into a restaurant. The waiter says,
Have you been here before?
Have you been here before? Been. Past experience.
And you say, No, I haven't been here before, but I have been to this neighborhood many times.
Beautiful. 2 uses of been in one answer. Then the waiter says, our chef has been cooking here for 15 years.
Has been cooking. That is been plus the ing form of another verb, present perfect continuous. So been can combine with other ing verbs too?
Yes, have been plus verb ing. I have been waiting. She has been cooking. They have been traveling.
Oh, wow, that is so useful.
And then you say to the waiter, "Everything looks wonderful. I want to be here every week."
I want to be here every week. Base form be after want to.
You are getting so good at this.
I've been practicing.
And you used been correctly again.
I know, I felt it.
Okay, let's do one more real-life situation. This one is for school or work.
Go ahead.
Your teacher or manager says, "You have been doing really well lately."
Have been doing. Present perfect continuous. Something good that started in the past and continues now.
And you reply, "Thank you. I have been trying very hard."
I have been trying very hard. I started trying hard before, and I am still trying now.
Then your teacher says, "I want you to be even better next month."
I want you to be even better. Base form be after want to.
And you think to yourself, I am being pushed, but that is okay. I want to be the best.
I am being pushed. It is happening to me right now. My behavior is to accept it.
And I want to be the best. B, base form, my goal.
3 forms, 1 office moment.
This is real English, everyone. This is what people actually say.
Ella, let's do a quick summary. I think people need to hear it one more time.
Perfect idea. Okay, number 1, be, base form. Use it after modal verbs and expressions like want to, need to, have to, should, will, can.
I want to be happy. You should be careful. She will be fine.
Number 2, being, the ing form. Use it for behaviors happening right now, usually in the structure am, is, are, being.
I am being patient. He is being kind. You are being funny.
Number 3,
Been, past participle. Use it with have or has for experiences or situations from the past that connect to now.
I have been to London. She has been sick. They have been working hard.
And one important reminder, never say I am been or I have be. Those are wrong.
I am being. Yes. I have been. Yes. I am been. Never.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Okay, everyone. Last activity. Repeat these 3 sentences after us. Say them out loud. Even if you are on the bus, even if people look at you, say them.
First one. I want to be a better English speaker.
Say it.
I have been learning English, and I am proud.
Say that one too.
Right now, I am being brave by practicing.
Yes. Brave. That is exactly what you are.
Learning a language is hard, but you are doing it.
Every single day, you are being brave by practicing.
And you have been working hard to get here.
And one day, very soon, you will be fluent.
You will be fluent. Say that. Believe it.
Because it is true.
Ella, I have one final question.
What's that?
Am I been better at English now?
Sam.
What?
No.
No.
The correct sentence is, have I been getting better at English?
Right.
But yes, you have been getting better.
Really?
Really.
Okay. Well, I feel good about that.
You should. And everyone watching, you have been amazing today. Keep going. Come back for the next episode. And if this helped you, share it with someone who also wants to be great at English.
Because they have probably been confused about this too.
Exactly. You are not alone, and you are being so brave by learning every day.
See you next time, everyone.
Keep flowing with English. Bye.
Bye.